Good morning, everyone from Lancaster County. We are at the Weaver Land auction in New Holland, Pennsylvania. And people are leaving the auction and people are still pulling into the auction. It is a Friday morning around 9 o'clock, and I thought we would just stop in and see what's going on here. That's a really neat wagon. I never have seen a green Amish wagon. That's really pretty. So this is a fun auction. They sell produce and plants, and this is a little food truck that they have. Normally they would have the food inside, but maybe that's something new. I haven't been here in a while. And here's just a look. It's a huge building. And there's their schedule for August on their auction days. Here's the Weaver Land auction clock. It's actually 9:15 now. And this is a cool bulletin board. They have all this growing information about crops and information about diseases and pests that they monitor. So if you're here, this is kind of cool just to look at, FYI, to see some interesting things. Corn earworm, squash bug. I've seen the squash bugs before. Kind of gross, but I guess it's what farmers have to deal with. But when you walk in here, you can see all the things that are going to be auctioned off. And here's tons of peppers, some garden plants, lots of fresh produce coming in, some pretty flower arrangements. Here's some hanging tomato plants. These are gorgeous. And here's some pretty flowers for sale. And look how big this building is. They did put an addition on not that long ago, and it's huge. This place used to be much smaller. And we'll walk down this aisle. This is, there's squash, zucchini, green beans, tons of tomatoes, green beans, yellow beans, corn, a lot of good sweet corn coming in right now. A lot of good everything coming in right now this time of year in August. Really nice looking cantaloupes and lettuce. If I remember correctly, I think if you have a lot of rain, that can make the cantaloupes really sweet and the watermelons really, grow nicely. If you have too much, though, I know they can kind of burst, but I think this must be a really good growing year for cantaloupes and watermelons because they've been fantastic. There's some onions and berries, a lot of good stuff. So the big growers or the big buyers here, come from for the stores. They buy, Shady Maple comes here and buys stuff, for Shady Maple, and some other stores come here to buy in large quantities. But at the end of the auction, I believe you can just come like a regular person. You can just come and you don't need a tax ID number. You can just see what they have for sale at the end of the auction in smaller quantities. Everything looks so nice. Lots of good tomatoes and potatoes. All right, let's go take a peek at what they're auctioning off. It's really fun just to come here and watch. You can get it like a breakfast sandwich or something. It's just a fun place to stop. So again, this is in New Holland, and you can look online at the Weaver Land auction website, and you can see when they're open. They're not open every day. They're closed Sundays, and they're open certain days during the week. Now back here, these are the large bins of melons and corn, just really big quantities for the markets that come here to buy. And there's the guy with the forklift, and he'll load that where it needs to go. So it's kind of interesting just to watch the whole process. And then what they do on each bin, they'll cut open, or in this case with the corn, they'll open up an ear of corn so you can see what the melon looks like, or you can see what the corn looks like so you know what you're buying. And when you walk by here, you can smell these melons. Oh my gosh, it's so sweet. It smells so good. Here's big bins of seedless watermelons. These look so good. A lot of good stuff here. And the auction has already moved down there already, so they're pretty quick at what they do here. I wanted to get here a little bit earlier, but it was so beautiful. I did a walking video because it's just gorgeous out. Here's some pallets and some bikes and, more produce over here getting ready to be picked up. Look at all those pallets. Over here on this side, the trucks and tractors will back into these spots so they can get loaded up.
Next and load. 3 of them. We got 3. You want the 2 sevens? Okay. Take the 2 sevens. What do you need now? 1, 2, 2, 1.
This is not a real busy auction. Sometimes this place is packed. I may be wrong about this, but I think Tuesday and Thursday are the super busy days here. So we'll have to stop back here in the fall to see all the pumpkins and mums and stuff like that coming in. Well, I'm glad we stopped here. It was fun. It's always fun to see these auctions. I love coming to see them. And I hope you guys enjoyed this as well. I hope you have a great day, whatever you're doing. And we'll see you on the next video. See you soon.